speaking truth to invite a response. We're coming out the book of Luke chapter 18, verse 18 through 30. And the point of this lesson is when we invite others to follow Jesus, not everyone will say yes. So what it's telling us that when we invite people to come into the family of Jesus Christ, everybody is not going to give you a yes. Especially not an immediate yes. You know, they're going to think about it, they're going to contemplate it, and then some of them might even say, I'll get back with you on that. But I love this lesson. I love this particular text that we're dealing with today. And it's the calling, it's calling us to invite others to follow Jesus. Not every invitation meets a positive response. Some hear the truth and resist. Some respond with curiosities, and others respond with enthusiasm and an immediate sacrifice. Which one were you? My task today is to present truth clearly through this text. The compassion and patience that Jesus had when the man came to him and asked Jesus a question. There are 3 points in this lesson. The first one is truth is not always on the surface. The second point is truth hits everyone, whether you're rich or poor. And the third point is truth pays temporal and eternal dividends. So the first point is truth is not always on the surface. Luke 18:18 says, a certain man asked him, good teacher, what must I do to inherit eternal life? Jesus replied, you know the commandments. Do not commit adultery. Do not murder. Do not steal. Do not give false testimony. Honor your father and your mother. All these I have kept since then the man replied, all these I have kept since I was a boy. He said, when Jesus heard this, he said unto him, you still lack one thing. And this is what Jesus told him. He told him to sell everything you have and give to the poor, and you would have treasure in heaven. Then come and follow me. And it says, when he heard this, he became very sad. And because he was very wealthy, he walked away. He walked away from Jesus. But what I love about this thing, the man was, it says he was rich. He was young. And he was a ruler. That sounds pretty good right there. That he was rich, he was young, and he was a ruler. He was rich, he was wealthy. The OJs say, money, money, money. The young people say he had a bag. And not only did he have a bag, this text, he had secured the bag. Because they said he was wealthy. Not only was wealthy, he said he was young. That means normally we say you're young, that means you're in good shape. You still got all your hair. You're in the right place, right? Most of us, when we want, some of us might even want to roll back the hands of time when we was young and we was vibrant. So it's like the man had everything in front of him, right? And then it says he was a ruler. He was a man of power. He was a leader. He was prominent. Everybody knew this man. But still, with all that, the man still came to God and bowed down before God and asked, what else does he need? So what's telling me, he had all these things that most of us would aspire to have. You know, I mean, think about it. Most men, if you say, I'm rich, I'm young, and I'm a ruler, you like, man, I got it going on, right? But yet, the man was still missing something. So he came to Jesus, and it seemed like he came to Jesus in the right manner, right? Because it said when he saw him, what did he do? It said he bowed down. A lot of us, right? Initially we bow down, right? But then when Jesus responded the way that he responded, what did the man do at that point? He did what some of us do. We walk away from Jesus because we're not willing to give up what we've attained. We're not willing to give up what all the things that we think are so important, but don't mean anything. You know, you can have all the riches in the world, but if you don't have Jesus, you really have nothing. You know, so Jesus was able to discern that there was a deeper value system at work in this man's heart. He trusted in wealth and status as his security. What do you trust in? What if you lost your job today, who would you trust in? And at that point, we won't have no choice but to trust in Jesus, right? But if you balling, you might, oh man, I ain't got to go to church. I ain't got to do this. I ain't got to do this. You know, but then also the man was rich. It's like, so he did all the ritual stuff. Going to church, you know, he looked good. He did all of that. It said he was wealthy, so I'm pretty sure he was a giver. You know, he was a cheerful giver. And also he had status where everybody knew who he was, and he was a leader, so people wanted to follow